What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at the first fully electric proper AMG by Mercedes. This is the EQS 53, and well, we borrowed it at Thijs Timmermans, who said you have to drive it. It is really fast, it drives really well, and we were like, okay, let's go, because we really actually like the EQS. We drove the 580, which is like a regular version, and it was one of the most comfortable and relaxing cars I've ever driven. I really like an EQS to drive. I think it's very good for like long distances, and well, I have to say, I did not really expect this when it came out, because I really had to get used to the styling, but I quite like it now. I think it looks sleek, it looks futuristic, especially rolling on the road with these wheels. 34 spokes, by the way, I counted them myself. It's still a bit weird looking, I think, but it does have something unique. It has something special, and I quite like it. I didn't really expect that to happen. We've got a grey Magno color today, so this is like a matte grey. And yeah, AMG means that you get, of course, some bumpers. So we've got the black chrome details on the bumper as well, with intakes. This used to be open at AMG, they are now closed, of course. Same goes for the grille, of course. We do have like a Panamericana grille design, yeah, and then an AMG badge right there. We've got an LED bar running across the front end there, connecting the light units, digital light actually, so that's like clever lighting stuff. And then, well, let's move on to the AMG stuff, because these are AMG wheels, as you can see. I really like them. I think it looks, when it's like slowly rolling, it looks so sick. It looks really cool. Behind that, are you kidding me? This thing has ceramic brakes? What the hell? I didn't know that. I didn't know that was even good job, AMG. Wow. I am very impressed with that. Okay, I didn't notice that, because brake pedal feel, I wanted to talk about the brake pedal feel because it's a bit spongy, but that's also because of the regeneration. But I was not expecting it to have carbon ceramic brakes. That is very good, because the car is quite heavy. It weighs 2600 plus kilos, so you need some proper brakes to slow it down. That is awesome. Around that, we've got Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires. That's the first time I think we have those. 275 section at the front, with a 22-inch wheel, and they adjusted the air suspension and dampers for this car. So it's got two-way dampers with external valves or something like that, or external reservoirs, something like that, and it's got air suspension still to keep the body level. We've got dual wishbones at the front, 5-link at the rear. We've got a wheelbase that's 3.20 meters, so it's basically like a long wheelbase S-Class in size. It's very long, 5 meters 20 centimeters. It's sleek, it's wide, it's low. I think it looks cool. 4MATIC Plus badge there. We don't have like the drift mode you get on other 4MATIC Plus cars, but you have an electric motor at the rear that's a little bit more powerful than the one at the front. So if you really push it, you can slide it, but it's not that big of a difference. It's not really meant to do that, to be honest. So at the rear, we've got 275s as well, and those are not ceramics. So you've got carbon ceramics at the front only. That's cool. I love it when I learn something. EQS 53 badge at the rear there, an AMG badge, of course. Proper boot. This thing has a massive boot. Now you would say that, of course, you lose some passenger space, but no, this thing is actually that big. You've got a massive boot, and then you have a lot of space in the rear as well. Lovely Burmester speaker there, carbon fiber, Alcantara, this like matte leather that Mercedes does. It's a very cool spec. It's a very sporty spec. So we've got a little rear wing here, and then I wanted to show you guys the engine, but I can't show you the engine, of course. What I can show you and will show you is the fact that this car produces some sound on the outside as well. So if I start it up, you get a startup sound, but if I then go to Sport Plus, you have this continuous tone on the outside. I hope the GoPro picks this up. It's coming from the rear, I think. So it's like the car is alive. It's this ominous tone, and yeah, I quite like it. Now I can also show you guys the rear wheel steering, because it is very pronounced. You can actually see it in your rear view mirror when you are like maneuvering. So if I do that, I can show you guys. Look at that. That is insane. And that means that you've got a turning circle that is the same size as a Volkswagen Golf. In this insane long wheelbase S-Class, basically, you've got a super small turning circle. I actually put a camera up there so I could show you guys. It is hilarious. It is so cool to kind of feel how well it turns and how that rear wheel steering actually works really well. So we've got a floating center stack here, beautiful with carbon fiber on this spec. Again, that gray leather, and then the hyper screen, of course, with the additional screen for the passenger. Let me see if I can show you guys. I think you have to actually sit here to be able to use it. Yeah, so now I get a power button. And this screen also allows you to play video and stuff like that. You can also have like the performance displays. But I think as soon as the driver looks at the screen while driving, it turns off. Let's check. Oh, it already turned off. So apparently that is how it works. You can't look at a video playing there, so you're not distracted. We've got these beautiful air vents with the most delicious magnetic click. It's like opening a vault. Okay, let's go. I feel like Danny Ocean. Max is 11. Okay, enough with that. A beautiful interior. It's one of the reasons why I like this car so much. It's just such a nice place to be. You've got massive glass on the roof there, and just a lovely interior that sort of encapsulates you, and it's just a cocoon of leather and carbon and Alcantara, and it's so quiet, and it's actually a very nice car to drive. Let's head out for a drive. I'm going to keep it in Sport Plus. We can turn off traction control just for the fun of it, and let's find out what it is like, because it is very powerful. So this particular version, the normal version, has 658 horsepower and 950 Newton meters of torque, which that is very quick. It's very torquey. It's really good performance actually. There's also an option called the Dynamic Plus package. Oh, I wanted to downshift. Dynamic Plus package gives you up to 761 horsepower and 1020 Newton meters of torque. 1020 Newton meters, that is a lot, but that's only the case when you use launch control, so race start. That's the only time you get that additional horsepower. Rest of the time you've got the same as this. So that's, yeah, I don't know, it's not that cool to have. I mean, it's cool to have and do a couple of launches, but you're not going to do the launches too often because it's very intense. It's like a video game. And it is very quick. 0 to 100, 3.8 seconds claimed by Mercedes-AMG, and I did a 3.7, I think. So that's not bad actually. For a 2600 plus car, that's pretty decent, I would say. Now, driving wise, if you have it in comfort, all the fake sound is off. It's very quiet. There's very little wind noise because you've got thick glass, and of course the thing has been designed as aerodynamically efficient as possible, so it cuts through the air. But still, in comfort, when you put your foot down, you still have proper power. Not as much as in Sport Plus, I think. It definitely responds a lot more quickly and gives you more power. So let's take a look at the AMG. So you can actually see the energy flow here. Now, when you drive normally in comfort mode, it's usually using only one of the two electric motors. So mostly the one in the front. I don't know why it's in the back now. On the highway, there it goes. So now it's only using the front motor, and then when I give it a bit of throttle, it uses the rear as well. So when you go to Sport Plus, it always uses both, I think, just to give you the most aggressive power delivery. And actually, when you come across a corner, it's actually not bad. It stays super flat, and because you have that low center of gravity, it actually feels like it will turn. Another great thing about this is that you have this button right here on the steering wheel. You've got a lot of different functions there, but you also have the fake sound here. So if you don't want that crazy sound, but you do want to drive in Sport Plus, that picks up so well. That's very nice that you can just turn it off. And there's a different one as well. This is Sport, and then you've got Powerful, which is like deeper.
But before we hit the Autobahn, I just want to let you know that we're doing a collaboration with petrolvibes.com, which might be the ultimate gift for yourself or any other petrolhead. You can see them in our sim room. We've got our own Ferrari 599 on the wall there. Unfortunately, we sold the F12, which is on that side, and one of my favorites, the Ford GT. This one is particularly nice, but you can make one of your own car. They have a lot in stock at petrolvibes.com, and because we are doing a collaboration, you now get a discount if you use code AUTOTOPNL10 on your favorite wall art. Go check it out and enjoy the video.
So onto the Autobahn we go. We've got a 107.8 kilowatt hour battery, by the way. Should be enough for up to 566 kilometers of WLTP. But in the real world, you're not really going to get there. I fully charged it today and I went up to 414 or something like that. I think around 400 to 450 kilometers would be more realistic. You know, when you drive it, you actually drive it, not just slow, just actually drive it. So full throttle, 100 to 200, also measured that, did a 9.64, which is actually not bad. And there's the limiter. So the limiter is at 220 kilometers an hour. If you have that Dynamic Plus package with the added power, you also get a limiter that is raised to 250. Which is kind of nice. I would kind of like that limiter to be at 250. This is a very short burst of power to that 220 kilometers an hour. But I think Mercedes really struck a chord here. I think they nailed the combination between old world and new world, and just it still feels like a luxurious Mercedes, but it also feels really futuristic and modern, which is very nice. It's a good combo. Now you can adjust your recuperation with the pedals. So if I hit the left pedal, it goes to strong, basically one pedal driving. Hit that one, goes to normal. Again, no recuperation. This is like sailing mode. But it is very, very nice. It's comfy, it's quiet, it's luxurious, it's quick, it handles well. AMG really did a good job on this EQS. I have to say, I'm quite impressed with it. I love driving it. So if you're interested, Thijs Timmermans has got two of these for sale, one in gloss black as well. It is a very good car actually. It drives really well. I think it's cool, it's luxurious. It's comfortable. So if you're interested, go check out Thijs Timmermans. Link is in the description. I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right or this playlist on the left. See you at the next one. Bye.